I guess the truth about Greta Thunberg is that Paul McCartney, after releasing the AIDS attack, used me for what they called an experience park on Mount Desert Island, and justified it by saying I could have saved John Lennon. And they were working with an Attica State Prison psychiatrist who had tortured me and implanted a nerve agent to cover for the AIDS attack. And what they did, anybody who is in isolation and has to look at things like sex.com realizes that the artificial intelligence system that penithf Gabriel has developed in online adult imagery starts to flirt with the underage. From what I gather, some very powerful people ended up at Epstein Island and noted the underage tendencies of the adult racket. They used me and tortured me as a child, and they're trying to cover for it. So it appears that what the Tharles is trying to do is make an argument for COVID the way they made an argument for AIDS, saying that it's the only way to behaviorally modify the loose screws at the end door. Well, I played into the Mount Desert Island Venus flytrap to get evidence. That's what happened. And they're trying to make it sex justify murder of sex. So your motive was an X motive. They write the successive degradations of the X motive. The initial counter of the X motive is tainted by the shadow of the adversary, is one of their comments. So they're trying to say that sex is evil and deserves to die over and over and over again, as many ways as they can think it up. And the X motive must be stopped. The X motive, because the walrus says that climate change is endangering the planet. And get this, for laughs, these murderers were making tapes of things they called things like Flame Over Africa in the 70s. So Greta Thunberg ends up being produced by the military behind the film Flame Over Africa. Isn't that paradoxical? It's green slime. It crawls into your bed. You'll believe it when you're dead. Green slime. I'm not saying Greta, I asked her a direct question. Did you or did you not know about COVID in advance? And she refused to answer me. I don't think it's dignifying me to answer the question. It's a legitimate question. She was hanging out with Ringo Starr at the courts. She was kicked on stage by Norman Schwarzenegger, and she was loafing with that Attenborough, whose name comes up in the middle of Wattenmaker, and then they castrated me with a Tylenol. What gives? And they have these people pimping in Tacoma, spreading rumors about me as a pedo. They really do. So what's the narrative here, Attenborough and Arnold? You're going to prove, they had some, Victoria Wilcox was chewing the carpet, the rags. She was so freaked out that she couldn't pin the tail on the walrus. They were hoping I would fall in love with Greta and then try to smooch her and then try to gyrate her and then try to get her big. And when that didn't happen, because I said, this is a person who was inspired by you for poetry and felt deeply romantic about you. She said, get that dude from Australia to come out and say, I want to F Greta Thunberg. I need to hear it, Robert. I need to hear it. I'm chewing the carpet to shreds. I need to hear it, and you couldn't get it from Jimmy Boy. You couldn't get what I wanted from Jimmy Boy. So give me a stand-in, make me feel better. Give me some Cowhooves therapy, Robert Boy. Give me some Cowhooves therapy, woo! She chewed that carpet to shreds. She had an Australian come out and say, I want to upgrade. I could upgrade too, but she's 18. She just do what she wants. She 18 and she likes it. This is what these rabid animals think about constantly and plot for the future. They're called the Grangian Society. They're psychopaths. It's Axis Hollywood. They're psychopaths. They're criminally insane. I swear to God, Greta, you should get the hell away from them. And if you're one of them, you should leave me the hell alone. Answer the question. It's a simple question and a simple case of right and wrong.